Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I'll be reacting to some more Hua Chenyu. Today I'll be checking out a song called Seven Personalities, I believe. I think this is a performance at like a New Year's thing. I'm not too sure. I just stumbled upon it while looking up for some stuff that I wanted to react to. So I'm just gonna get straight into this. So without further ado, this is Hua Chenyu with Seven Personalities. Here we go. Ooh! So I'm assuming this song is basically just him singing 7 different ways to represent 7 different personalities. needs to chill. Hold up. Wait a minute. This boy needs to chill. First and foremost. I actually kind of miss seeing, like, a lot of Hua Chenyu's, like, I want to say eccentric reactions. His very powerful, very creative, very interesting performances. Also, while watching this, I remember I'm like, this is like when I first watched Hua Chenyu. Like, I had no idea what's going on, but I was in it for the ride, and I absolutely like this. This is a very interesting song. Like I said, I think it's hold on, sorry, I'm trying to... It's kind of like him singing 7 different, very distinct ways to represent 7 different personalities. Jeez. Sorry, I'm looking up the lyrics. So this was definitely a very, very interesting song. I think this might actually be... I'm looking up lyrics right now, and it looks like to some people it might be a TDS. Yes, Hua Chenyu English subs. So they said so 7 personalities is kind of difficult to probably translate because there's a lot of meaning. So here's some notes of their song analysis. A person at law. Song started directly with a style of nursery rhyme. That's what I was gonna say. It started off with like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or like some kind of nursery rhyme like you kids could hear, and like the singing style was like a kid learning how to speak and sing at this, like learn how to sing for the first time, that kind of feeling. Sang the melody using a naive, flat voice about birds flying over the sky and projected as sadness the sound of a sparrow by the window. We know that a child normally wouldn't think of the voice of a sparrow as sad. He'd only be curious or intrigued. On the other hand, the world of adults is filled with goals, desires, and we seldom pause to smell the flowers. Only a grown-up child, a man with a child's mind, would wander in between the 2 worlds. There's also a person who has lost his goals and ultimately anxious. Hua yelled, shut up to himself to stop his mind from roaming in an attempt to calm himself down. We can almost sense the loneliness and the maddening loss of control of the talking voices in the head. So that's part 1. Number 2, a questioning person. If time never records of ancient books alter and blank, how could the past be portrayed? If numbness is completely revealed, fresh blood would gush out. If man could tamper with a soul and cruel fate, in this, so etc. In this segment, we get to observe the mind of a man, a question, a man seeking enlightenment under the bleak and vast heaven and earth, as insignificant as mayflies. Where do we come from and where are we going to go? These kind of questions never arise from our daily lives. They are questions that only a child from Mars would care about. It seems that he has already got an inkling about the tragic fate of a man of who queries about the way, the big natural law. This segment is accompanied by a zither, which is employed to express a sense of bleakness in the fast casual cycling through more simple notes like the pounding footsteps of the fate. Number 3, a man of light. When the big chaos first dissipated, clarity and murkiness, black and white distinguished specks of dust were born, etc. The coming and going of our emotions, the cycle of prosperity and decay all follow the way. Big natural law. A man of wisdom can see through the phenomenon, grapples with the truth. A man seeking light would let himself shrink as tiny as possible to observe the vastness of the world, and in the process, bring back knowledge, wisdom, and musical inspirations. Putting a pause here. Again, this is from Hua Chenyu English subs on Facebook, so shout out to them. They've also been helping me out a lot with a lot of my Hua Chenyu reactions, and I do appreciate that. Anyway, Hua as a musician is someone who has explicitly expressed numerous times that he understands how to tune his mind state to be conducive to the arrival of music inspiration. This state is also the same state for receiving philosophical and inspirations. We're just gonna skip that. I cannot speak that right now. That's why I talked about how music making is related to philosophy and other subjects for the performance of the song. A fierce fighter. Only few men. This is number 4. Only few men of light possess a desire of transcendence. The brilliance of summer blooms only dazzles when passion Birds. The young man in Arrival, who was cuddling the new bud, new insight, is no longer holding back tears. Instead, he turns into a fierce fighter, wanting to reveal the truth and peace through the numbness. The lyrics, it is said that he's been scarred many times, and it showed that it's not the first time that he has clashed with the impenetrable world with his life. Number 5. Fate. If the truth is completely buried with no words uttered, if a man can accept the pre-coordinate stolen fate, ... Wisdom is always cursed with a tragic fate, and it seems that no one has escaped this trap, mimicking the ancient instrument of Zun. An atmosphere of eternal desolation is expressed. The situation is just like what is told in the story of Cassandra in Greek mythology. She's given the power of telling prophecies, yet she is cursed by Apollo that she will never be believed in. It's also like Prometheus, who steals light from man, yet gets chained up on the mountain of Caucasus. This is the tragic fate of a man of wisdom. He will not be understood, and his message will be ignored, or brushed aside, and banished. Number 6. Depression. In great passions, the burning could be glorious. Yet when the temperature drops, one could feel at a loss and depressed. Extremity always means the extremely in addicents and descendants, yet the guitar sound devoid of the usually rich tone of multiple frequency bands sounds eerily beautiful. It is the beauty of annihilation, with a crying voice, Hua delivered the most beautiful and sobering melody in the whole song. And number 7. Struggling and madness. Towards the end, the depression is maddening. What we have is a man with the passion of titans. The enormous energy bottled up by depression needs a catharsis. He found that in hysterical shouting, as if all his internal organs are compressed, grinded, and torn apart under the shockwaves of this energy. It is as if the shouting finally liberated him from the suffocating numbness of the world for a fleeting moment. It is as if he is getting ready for the next cycle, the rise and fall of his interminable energy. In a way, it's like Sisyphus in Greek mythology, who is condemned to be eternally pushing a giant rock uphill only to see it roll back. So this music piece is like an epic story about the War of Titans. In short frame of it crowns the development and progression of the psychology of a tragic character, the karma and fate of a man of wisdom with an indescribable sense of beauty and immensity. The blooming and crashing passion and depression, struggles and fate, all conflicts in life are managed to an extremity. So this is, so like in a way this is kind of maybe a dissection of maybe Hua himself, or like maybe just like maybe a self-reflection kind of thing. I actually kind of noticed that too with the song. It was gradually getting more and more like desperate, more and more like maddening kind of feeling. So yeah, this is quite an interesting song, quite an interesting thing about it. So yeah, I'm definitely more Hua Chenyu on the way, and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.